Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Canes will put total leather and we'll get started. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
They'll run the counter. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
They're getting this guy lathered up. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. This quarterback part of their running game. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. And that is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Good enough for a first down.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down the end zone.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Bridges. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And the Canes are on the move. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He wants to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, Man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quarterback keeper. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
The Hurricanes have a first down.
Another Miami Hurricanes.
Now setting up shop in the red zone. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Headed to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Miami! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and
the fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense returns to the field. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. He caught it. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Warriors!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Church. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 8, Hawaii 7.
Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. They'll ride the hot hand. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
Off play action on first down. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust.
The ball carries on fullback. 7-3. Brings up second down.
And here comes the offense on second down. The give to the tailback. Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's got it down the middle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Play number 10 on this drive, and it's 3rd and goal.
29 Philly.
Dropping back, it's Bridges. Using his legs to buy some time. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
On to attempt the try. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Duke. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see in here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Rainbow Warriors will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's got him in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to that outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Adams. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He wants to throw it again. Unleashes one deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got it on the outside. It's Brewster. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Brewster. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll fire to his right. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Bridges. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Miami 15, Hawaii 7.
Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Church. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And now on second down for this offense. On the move. Smashes through. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
QBs that can run completely change your game. I mean, every single bit. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Bridges. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete. And the Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Going up top. And that pass picked off. He'll try to take it back. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. The quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this league, Dave, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming on the inside.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone. A pickup of 5 to the 20.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough on the team.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And the Rainbow Warriors get the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Out of the gun, the inside give. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, a statement run in the red zone to the 13.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
To the ground with the back. Here it is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. From the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
4th down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Using the quick game. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you can tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Leaves it with the back. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll run it from the gun. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Picks up 1. Second down coming up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Maybe that stop is a good sign to this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
A 3rd and long coming up here. To the air, it's Bridges. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Miami 15, Hawaii 7.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Canes want to move quickly. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. On the move at the 30. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
The give to the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Snap it to the back. This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion but was denied. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch, called for and made. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They'll throw it on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. He's going to take off. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a 1st down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This offense has struggled to get any rhythm going, and the only success they've had is throwing to this guy. So no question here in the 2nd half, they're going to try to do that more often, but the defense knows it. Nice job there in coverage, making sure that one fell incomplete.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. It's complete.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Getting some heat. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with a L.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop you.
Now on 2nd down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Heading to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Miami! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. And you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a 4-3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're lining up to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse.
And listen, quarterbacks run more nowadays, and we see more of it, but they do have a tendency, because they are a quarterback, to cough it up a little bit. But how about the man? He said, I got this, and jumps back on it, make sure he covers that thing up so he didn't make a bad play for his offense.
So they'll try to make up some of that ground on second down from the 16. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups. They were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore. Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Slide 22. Slide 22.
Give to the fullback. One step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is, other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.
game. Break. Ball.
Quarterback will audible. And on 4th down, they'll come up and take the knee.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop it. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Bill.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.